Craig went to work and I waited for the call from the geneticist, and the geneticist called and said that my baby was going to have Down syndrome. It came as a shock because I didn't know a lot of people that had special needs, so it was something new to me.
Natalie unfortunately didn't wait for me to get home from work to get the test results, so she had called on her own while she was at home. So I flew out of work and I had a half-hour drive to really kind of roll through it in my mind, and I didn't know what to think.
I was scared. Craig came home right away, but I figured we had to deal with the situation and figure out how we were going to move forward.
When I was growing up, those kids were put in institutions, they weren't mainstream. And of course, then when I got home, it was a night of just being upset for a while until we really started dealing with it and trying to understand what Down syndrome was all about.
I didn't know a lot about Down syndrome, so I started researching right away. I started networking, so I immediately found families that had kids with Downs and started calling them.
We did everything we could to educate ourselves as much as possible. Thankfully, we watched very closely for medical problems. That was one big hurdle that we did not have with Mason, so we could really focus on what kind of opportunities were out there to help him develop and be absolutely the best person that he could be.
I think of Mason as being any typical boy. To me, the positives so outweigh the negatives. Yes, it's extra work on my part, but it doesn't matter because it's your child and you do anything for them.
I would say he is really a very, very typical boy, just always on the go, wanting to do things, but he's just a really, really fun kid. Very, very social, loves everybody, wants to be involved with everything.
He continuously lights up the room when he's in the room. He's a jokester, he's really funny. I don't think there's a day that goes by without us laughing at Mason.
He is so eager to learn, and we always joke, Jack, our 7th grader, we wish he would approach school as seriously as Mason does, because Mason really works hard.
He just always has a sense of humor, and I always look at him with the biggest smile on his face, and he just gives me a reason to come see him every day.
Jack is an awesome guy, and like good playing diving, really high, and like good PK shooting out.
I think just being a good brother, so so he can look up to somebody, because he looks up to me the most, I think, and then just being a good role model for him, like not doing anything bad or anything.
I'll be a chef at the TJ.
Yeah, it's like a Japanese steakhouse, hibachi. He wants to be a hibachi chef. The best thing about being a part of this family is that we all love each other, and if we're all having a bad day, Mason over here cheers us all up with his big smile from ear to ear when he comes home.
My Jack is the best. My best Jack is a good friend for me, and Jack is a good player, soccer, and soccer, and that's all.